Hey guys, what's up? It's Kendall again, and welcome back to my channel. I cannot take myself seriously, but you know the new drill around here. Creative makeup looks. When I'm doing a creative makeup look with a card, I do my makeup separate in a totally separate video. That's coming to you this Thursday if you want to see how I got this look. Today's all about the tarot card, and this makeup look is based off of today's tarot card, and that's why I look crazy. But I'm going to be looking crazy a lot over on this channel, so stay tuned for all of that. Today's video is all about the Hangman card right here. It's a no card, unfortunately. It's time for a sacred pause. Stillness grants perspective. Okay? So let's dive into the card. You know the drill by now. We're going to throw that card right here so you can see what I'm talking about as I go through the card. First, let's talk about the symbolism we see on the card. We have this man who's descended upside down, right? He's hanging by one foot on this living tree, and the tree is rooted deep, deep down. There's a ton of roots. It's rooted down into the underworld, hence the underworld, but it's also known to support the heavens. So you can't have one without the other. They kind of coexist together. Some believe that this hangman is actually positioned there by free will. And why this is believed as free will is because of the expression on his face. He's very neutral. He's not freaking out like the Tower card or anything like that. His right foot is bound to these branches that are coming out, but his left foot is completely free. So that's kind of like the double standard of one part of you is trapped, the other part is free. You know what I mean? It's like, again, kind of like yin and yang, but yin and yang isn't really the main key point of this card. Okay. Same time that he's hanging upside down, his hands are making a triangle behind him. He's wearing these red pants, and red is usually associated with people's physical body and the human passion about them. And then you also have the blue going on. So blue is usually associated with emotions. Usually blue is calming. So we have the passion, we have the human physicality, and then we also have these calm emotions that go along with this person. This combination of colors is typically seen in saints, so this may be a saint hanging upside down. His shoes are yellow and the halo around his head is yellow, which usually indicates intellect and knowledge. The hangman understands his position and where he is. He understands he needs to take a step back in order to understand how he can progress forward. That can be representing your past wrongdoings. This could be just recalculating your steps in order to make the correct step. The time he spends here, kind of like trapped upside down, is not wasted time. It's time for him to stop and think and ponder and recalculate his decisions moving forward. The position of the hangman being upside down is kind of like, it's how you see the world. It's kind of viewing the world from a different viewpoint, which is where your perspective comes in and where we need to sit and stay. Like I said in the beginning, we need to sit and stay stagnant for a minute in order to gain new perspective about something. Where other people would kind of look at the hangman, if he was like right in front of you, let's say, you would look at him and be like, you're crazy for willingly putting yourself in that position. But really, his perspective is he's doing it for a reason. So it's kind of showing you two perspectives and how changing your mentality about something can really form a new perspective about something going on in your life. This could be a moment of indecisiveness for you, again, telling you to just pause. There's no urgency in this card whatsoever. This is all about pausing really quick. Again, we're still in the major arcana, so we're looking at the overall huge spiritual, physical, mental development for you and this journey for you. The major arcana is all about the huge picture for you. It's about your personal journey. So when you're pulling this card in a general reading, it's really about stalling for a second to figure out, like, you don't want to be scrambled. You just want to stall, gain perspective, think about all the choices ahead of you, and then make a decision. Try to just pause. Pause. I know that's hard for a lot of us, but just pause. Remember that taking action sometimes isn't always the best decision right now. So if you have some decisions in front of you, let's not take action on those decisions right this moment. Let's just pause with those. When we sit and pause, you'll have better outcomes, because you're gaining more knowledge, more perspective. Let's talk about what this card means in a love reading. If you pull the hangman in a love reading and you are single, this is telling you to not rush into anything. Do not rush to find your love. Do not rush to go find somebody really quick. Stay where you're at just for a second. Regardless of how much you're throwing yourself out there, now is not the time for you, baby. And this could solely be because your other party is also not ready right now. You need to stop in order to reach your other party who's supposed to be in your life. So don't be afraid to stop. Just stall for a second. Think about stalling to meet the love of your life. I would do it. If you're in a relationship and you're pulling the hangman, this is kind of the same thing where you need to stop, and you might be kind of presented with a very strong decision in front of you that could alter your life and your relationship. Now's not the time to act on that decision at all. Now is your time to sit and think about it and spend time with yourself. It's kind of like the Hermit card where you need to sit by yourself, but in this case, it's more so about the decisions in front of you and how you need to really gain perspective from the other party or just a different view of the world. This can also really be testing you, because if you think of being suspended upside down, it's going to test your strength out. So you guys might be going through some sort of test right now, but just know if you really take the card seriously and sit there and stall, it's going to lead to better outcomes for you. If you're pulling the hangman in a career reading, this can signal an uncertainty ahead of you. This could be an uncertain feeling about where you should go in your career next. All of your projects may be put on pause when it comes to your career, forcing you to take this break that you don't necessarily want, but you're like, oh, well, I have to. You might be waiting to contemplate like what your next move is. There is a lesson behind this card though, and this is just teaching you that you don't need to make a decision right away. Sometimes no matter what, no matter how you feel about it, like if you want a decision about your career today, doesn't matter that you feel that way, you're not going to get that, okay? The cards are telling you, no, you don't get to make a decision right now. You need to stop and wait. Because if you don't wait and you make this change all of a sudden, it's the wrong time and it's not going to be the right decision. Time to just relax and just be for a second. Allow yourself to just be. We're so like focused on progressing and doing better and getting better, earning more money, new position, blah, 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 blah. It's time to just be where you're at for a second. Just chill, be where you're at. This also could lead you to recalculating your next step in your career. So sitting there gaining new perspective, you may figure out like, oh, I think I might want to go this way actually with my career. Let me explore that for a second. Does that make sense? And lastly, if you're pulling this in a finance read, this is just signaling to you that change is needed. If you've been stressed about money, if you've just been overthinking money, you may find that you need a moment to pause. And while you pause, this could actually bring you more knowledge on how to better your finances. So ask yourself, how can I turn a bad opportunity into a better opportunity? Or how can I learn from this bad opportunity or bad situation that happened in order to do better in the future? Or on the contrary, do things just seem worse than what they really are? That new perspective coming in. Maybe they're not as bad as they seem. I hope you stuck around for the whole video and could take me kind of seriously with this makeup on, but let me just explain the makeup to you really quick. So we have the darkness ahead of us, right? This is the root of the tree coming through. I wanted to bring the red in because it's the underworld, right? It's the underworld, but he also has the red pants on, so I wanted to bring like some of the red pants on, and his feet are up here. So that's kind of where the red stripe comes in, and then the roots are kind of like the cracks going on. And then we have heaven down below, because remember, he's suspended upside down. So if he was to look up, he would see the underworld, and if he looked down, he's seeing heaven above. So that's kind of where the makeup concept comes in. I hope that sums up the hangman card for you. Really, overall, short and simple. Let's pause and look at the different perspectives around us. I hope that helped you out learning more about the hangman card and looking at me being a freak. Okay. Like I said in the beginning, this makeup look, the whole process of it will be up on Thursday. So make sure to hit that notification bell so you don't miss that. Give this video a like and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed today's video. And that's going to do it, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Love ya.